Ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure. Hey, hear that now? How about it? Ladies and gentlemen, in keeping with well, it's only about 2 weeks now, but in keeping with our series of online concerts up close and personal, we bring to you this evening the one and only, the man, the machine, the enigmatic, indomitable, Mr. David Bereaux and Friends.
One more time, bang, 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 bang. Long time Calypsonians were very good. They used to sing as they really should. Carnival day, they was hot like France, and people up and down behind them like ants. And when they chant this minor love way, young girls used to jump up, tumble-living. When they sing Ratty Rim and the whole crowd break away. Sante Manite. But friends, they hadn't no orchestra. Was the bottle and spoon and the soul guitar. And them days they qualified musician. Was this fella beating a pitch oil pan. And they singing Ratty Ray to jump and break away. Sante Manite. Let's go! Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here. I am David Bereaux. I'm here with my friends on this very special occasion, in this very special time. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be here. It's Vintage Kaiso time. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Long time minor tunes were so sweet. Calypsonians used to catch women with the beat. Just give them a hat, a shoes and so forth, with couple yards of trilly cloth. And next year when they make the dress, they coming back to hear minor of the best. You coulda sing Ratty Ray and raise the trilly, Sante Manite, but still they hadn't no orchestra. Was the bottle and spoon and the soul guitar. And them days they qualified musician. Was this fella beating a pitch oil pan. And they singing Ratty Ray to jump and break away. Sante Manite, wee-yah! The rhythm and melody you're hearing, ladies and gentlemen, is of course in the minor key, which lent itself readily in the formative years of Calypso to the art form called extempo. I myself am not an extempo artist, but I can give you examples of how it was a long time ago. You see, at the end of the tent, in the nights when the tent opened, and everybody sing the song. The finale was all the bars lined up on stage, and they matched their wits in the art form of extempo. So let's look at a fella called Attila the Hun. At last the hour of vengeance is at hand. I am in the land. At last the hour of vengeance is at hand. I am in the land. The Lord executors word of command. With my glittering sword in hand, tell Houdini, this is the hour of destiny. Sante Manite. Now when your name get called out, you hear the name Houdini, Wilmot Houdini. And in the early years, they had a little tiff between one and the other. But here Houdini. Those who oppose that Houdini can sing, in my opinion, they know nothing. For it is all propaganda, deceit and pretense. He hasn't got the shadow of intelligence. The money that was spent on his slates and books has not improved his manners and looks. He has a good inclination, but for an education, and humanity. Kaiso, Kaiso. But you see, they had two fellas in the years gone by who both named themselves after the big cats. One you will know better as the roaring lion, but there was another guy called the growling tiger. And this is the growling tiger. When I get up in the morning and I watch at the sky, sometime I just wonder why. I get up in the morning and I watch at the sky, sometime I just wonder why. If it's my planet to sign men's destination or to put Calypsonian to meet their destruction with the sorrow and affliction of the rising generation. Sante humanity. Kaiso, Kaiso. But you see, on the night, the roaring lion proved himself to be king of the beasts. The earth is trembling and tumbling and heroes are falling and all, because the lion is roaring. My tongue is like the blast of a gun when I frowns. Monarchs just feel to bow down to the ground. Devastation, destruction, desolation and damnation. All these I'll inflict on insubordination, for the lion in his power is like the rock of Gibraltar. Sante manite, woo! Mavade. That's how the Calypso evolved. And we have Carnival these days. Carnival 2020 was very, very memorable for more than one reason. And we enjoy Carnival because of the days gone by. But Carnival has a very, very violent history. And that history is documented in very many songs. But I want to do one for you now. Still in the minor key. I need to pick up the tempo a little bit here. Mastife, mastife, meet me down by the quaysay. Cotota, cotota, meet me down by green corner, singing mastife, mastife, meet me down by the quaysay. Cotota, cotota, meet me down by green corner. I only waiting on this carnival is to jump up with these criminals. I'm going to arm myself with a big stick. Any man in tongue I meet, man, is relics. Cause I don't tell mommy already. Mommy, do tie up your belly. Cause it's murder federation with war and rebellion when they bar me by the junction. I gone down mastife, mastife, meet me down by the quaysay. Cotota, cotota, meet me down by green corner, singing mastife, mastife, meet me down by the quaysay. Cotota, cotota, bah. Monday morning I waking early to drink a vat to steam up my body. And I jumping up like a crazy. I alone go and collapse the city with my razor tie onto me pui. I like a Bajan in the 18th century. And with me stick in my waist, a chipping in space is to spit in them badge on face. I gone down mastife, mastife, meet me down by the quaysay. Cotota, cotota, meet me down. Sing it, mastife, mastife, meet me down by the quaysay. Cotota, cotota. Man, to show you I in for trouble, on my right hand is my steel knuckle. Me chuka in my left pocket, boys me pull you under my jacket. And I jumping up like if I wild. I know they bong to say that is old style, but they could beat me like a child. I taking licks with a smile and a pelting boy like a while. And mastife, mastife, meet me down by the quaysay. Cotota, cotota, meet me down by green corner, sing it, mastife, mastife, meet me down by the quaysay. Cotota, cotota, bah. Well, as man I consult my doctor to check me lungs and me liver. I don't pay off my lawyer so he could pay off my undertaker. And as I have no mother, no father, they could post me back to Grenada. Cause I tell Mr. Chance I don't pay in advance to bury me down in Gunners. Let it come with him. Mastiff, mastiff. Meet me down by the crazy. Cut out. Meet me down by Queen Gunner. Singing mastiff, mastiff. Meet me down by the crazy. Cut out. Meet me down one more time. Mastiff. Meet me down by the crazy. Cut out. Meet me down by Queen Corner. Wah! Wah! Mastiff. Meet me down by the crazy. Cut out. Meet me down by Green Corner. Nice. I think we're off to a good start, yeah?
Very nice, sir. Very nice.
Nice.
As we start the ball rolling, the action start. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here this evening with David Bereaux and Friends. You hear that introduction? You get introduction to your life day, you know.
Well, I just freed you, you know.
I know you freed me. You know, I could call a song just so, you know that. But I won't do that today. So, Mr. David Bereaux, who I know for a very, very, very long time.
You make me feel like a old boy.
But the truth has come out. So, Mr. David Bereaux, you are one of the very few exponents of the vintage art form still exercising this craft. Very few. You relate, call.
Well, I have very few names.
That's it?
There's this guy from Arima, I forget his name right now. Don't ask me.
All right. Well, very few.
Yes.
And the vault of songs, so rich. Like when I hear you singing these songs and actually hear the words, I'm like, wow, that is what them fellas were singing then, and it relates to now, you know.
Actually, Kenny, one of the comments we get very often when we do songs is that they didn't realize that that's what the Calypso was singing about
at the time.
At the time, it says, so that's what you really say.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know, if the youngsters hear it, they were like, "Oh, good, hear that," you know.
Yeah.
But I must say you're doing a fantastic job, sir.
Thank you.
I trained you well.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. So this evening, you're going to give me the full gamut, from top to bottom.
If time would permit.
Man,
within the time frame that we have.
We'll go in tune, and people will show their appreciation, right? I must make mention, let me do my ad. The decor is courtesy Bright Ideas at 14 Premier Street, Marabella, where you can get everything you need for your home. Flowers, ornaments, appliances, household items, chandeliers, and many more. Coming soon, our supermarket on the ground floor. See, you hear that ad? Nice, cool. I'm available for jobs. Okay. So, right, the decor, Bright Ideas. Well, let's check it out. The glittery and nice. Okay? You can get it by Bright Ideas. So, Mr. Bereaux, fling tune. Normally, I have applause to play, but yeah, I'm busy this evening. I can't play the applause. You know what I mean?
Don't dig nothing. We cool, you know.
We cool.
This is for the listening audience who are tuned in, you know, have fun. There's a standing invitation going out to all listening audiences of Vintage Kaiso. Feel free. Join in the chorus.
Yep.
If you were in front of me, I would tell you if you want to sing a verse or two of any of the songs, raise your hand and I'll give you the mic. But you at home or wherever you are, just sing to your heart's content. I won't give Kenny the mic.
Don't try that.
Want to do a special song, because in Trinidad and Tobago, gone are the days when you can just look at someone and say you know what name they have, what kind of name they have. And the Vintage Calypso Union dealt with that very many years ago, and I want to share that with you now by a fellow called Killer. The name of the song, What Confuses the World, also known as Wrong Names. It's not the world that confusing, but the people and the names that they're using. It's not the world that confusing, What the people and the names that they're using. Now most of these people living wrong side. I am a stranger stepping aside. Stick to your color, I advise in flat. Nobody in the world could take you from that. But I see a white woman name is black, and a black woman name is white. A red woman name is green. That's the funniest thing I have seen. I see a blackhead woman named redhead. That make me laugh till I'm nearly dead. And a brown skin woman named grey. That is what have the whole world confused today. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. What really made it so amusing is the people and the names it representing. A big fella named Small. Mr. Taylor can't sew at all. Mr. Coward is now taking chance. He running and jumping in people dance. But this one beat back all. Mr. Chance ain't taking chances at all. But I see a white woman name is black, and a black woman name is white. A red woman name is green. That's the funniest thing I have seen. I see a redhead woman named Blackhead. That make me laugh till I'm nearly dead. And a brown skin woman named Grey. That is what have the whole world confused today. Let's go! Well, I see with my eyes, you cannot doubt. I see a tin fella named Stout. And my invalid neighbor, he can't walk at all, but his name is Walker. They had a big confusion in tongue, and everybody shout out, is John right wrong? But that's no need to fret, because the killer never killed nobody as yet. But I see a white woman name is Black, and a black woman name is white. A red woman name is green. That's the funniest thing I have seen. I see a blackhead woman named Redhead. That make me laugh till I'm nearly dead. And a brown skin woman named Grey. That is what have the whole world confused today. Let's go! Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-dee. Sing this song. A white woman name is Black, and a black woman name is white. A red woman name is green. That's the funniest thing I have seen. I see a blackhead woman named Redhead. That make me laugh till I'm nearly dead. And a brown skin woman named Grey is what have the whole world confused today. A brown skin woman named Grey is what have the whole world confused today. One more time. A brown skin woman named Grey is what have the whole world confused today. Hiya!
Mr. Bereaux, I am the only one giving you applause here, so you know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's encouraging.
The youngsters inside the studio say, he acting, you know, he acting. I don't know what I mean, but you know, he acting. So, what's your criteria for choosing your songs?
One of the things that we hold dear is storytelling in song. And it's the stories. It's the stories and the ability to share the stories. And a lot of people say these days they don't make them like that anymore. And for some reason, as a group, as a team, we always hold that value as the integrity of the original song, the stories that were told. Let us tell it as clearly as we can.
You know, is when you sang the Queen's Canary, that is when I understand the song. I mean, I used to sing the song and think nice song. And when you sing it and I see you cover down the thing under the hat. You understand?
You're calling for song or what?
I'm not really, you know, but if I get it, I'll be happy.
He call it, man. You hear the man call the song?
Oh.
Yeah, you ain't know what you just do. You call that just do. All right, well, let me just say to our listening or those viewing online, this is a very particular story, and to understand this story, you need to do two things. Number one, you need to listen very, very carefully. You need to listen carefully to the first verse of the song. Because if you miss the first verse of the song, you miss the entire song. All right? Secondly, we need you to focus. Let me do this. All right, everybody, how much people seeing Kenny? They could see this chair here? You could see this chair here? All right, so if you focus on this chair. Let this chair represent the middle of the highway. Any highway you want, the major highway in your district, in your area, this is the middle of the highway. And you listen to the first verse of the song. Because if you miss the first verse of the song, as I say, you miss the entire song. However, once you catch the first verse of the song, you are bound to listen to the rest of the song. La be won't be doom day. Give me that one more time. La be won't be doom day. Well, they pass out the law to the people. Keep the tongue as clean as a whistle. The governor pass out the law to the people. Keep the tongue as clean as a whistle. No messing about in the place. Keep your yard as clean as your face. Everyone knows the penalty. Untidiness is 6 months in custody. Up came Mr. Moses. In his belly was a bunch of roses. So he went and stooped down right on the highway. And relieved himself of the bouquet. I hope you get the message. La ba da ba da ba da 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 da. Well, at the same time a police was coming. He didn't see what Moses was doing. So well, he kept on walking up slowly, seeing that the place was tidy. This time Moses started to tremble. If you see Moses, as soon as he saw the constable, before the policeman knew what was wrong, Moses take off his hat and cover it down. Up came the officer and asked him, what is the matter? He said, the Queen's canary fly away. Officer, but I have it covered on the go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Well, the policeman fly in a rage and ask him, why don't you get a cage? He said, I couldn't leave the birdie so. I am afraid it would fly and go. If you will keep it covered for me, I'll get a cage and come back in a hurry. The stupid policeman accepted that, stooped down in the road and hole in the hat. Up came the inspector and asked him, what is the matter? He said, the Queen's canary fly away. Inspector, but I have it covered on the La be boom be dung day. Now the inspector was very, very greedy. So he jumped out the car in a hurry, because if a man catch the Queen's Canary, his reward's supposed to be heavy. So without any delay, he sent the policeman 10 blocks away. Of all the dirty tricks upon the shelf, he wanted the reward money for himself. So he raised the hat very slowly, feeling for the Queen's Canary. But when he snatched, he holds something soft instead. Oh. He said, I broke every bone in his body. Which means the nasty canary is dead. Hey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Kenny, what we could do, boy?
Keep your canary. No.
Ma, where we at?
But
Nice.
that's what I'm talking about. That's the storytelling.
Yeah, that's
thing.
actually that's one of the songs that people usually receive very, very well.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's the storytelling. It's something that goes over quite well. So, storytelling in song. Sometimes the stories, if you listen to the story very well, you can interpret it in more than one way. And I want to do one from Kitchener, which basically describes a time when he was employed as a handyman. I mean, we all know, especially ladies among us, how convenient it is to have someone around who can take care of the little odds and ends, fix a pipe, change a bulb, you know, a handyman. You understand? You understand? You understand? Right. So let me tell you this story as seen through the eyes of Alwyn Roberts, the Lord Kitchener. Run it, partner. A calypso lady fan employ me as a handyman. A calypso lady fan employ me as a handyman. She say, Kitch, I hope you could turn round good and serve me as you really should. I said, Madam, is it so you say? Well, you get your bed with me night and day, because I'm a handyman in the morning, I'm a handyman in the night, I'm a handyman anytime I see walk, handyman round the clock. Ba-da-day. One night, about 12 o'clock, just so I decide to do some walk. I run and I get me broom, and I cleaning out the madam room. She say, Kitch, what you doing to me? I say, Madam, I only making myself handy. I know you don't like being interrupted, but it's a long time your room and get a brush up. Madam, I'm a handyman in the morning, I'm a handyman in the night, I'm a handyman anytime I see walk, handyman round the clock. Let's go. Ba ba da 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 da. She say, Kitch, I don't think it's right. Tell me why you like to walk at night. I say, Madam, you see when the weather cool, It's easier to use me tool. She say, but kitch, you can't see to do it neat. I say, madam, I don't have to see to eat. And for the time I using this broom, I could shut my eye and clean out your room. Madam, I'm a handyman in the morning. I'm a handyman in the night. I'm a handyman anytime I see walk. Handyman round the clock. Ba-da-dee, ba-da-dee. She continue she sleeping. I continue me sweeping. I hurry to finish me task. So I sweeping and I brushing fast. She jump out of sleep, kitchen cannot rest. I feel something crawling under me night dress. I say, madam, don't worry to fret. The broom slip under the coverlet. Madam, I'm a handyman in the morning. I'm a handyman in the night. I'm a handyman anytime I see walk. Handyman round the clock. Let's go. Ba-da-dee, ba-da-dee. Sing this song. I'm a handyman in the morning. I'm a handyman in the night. I'm a handyman anytime I see walk. Handyman round the clock. Madam, I'm a handyman in the morning. I'm a handyman in the night. I'm a handyman anytime I see walk. Handyman round the clock.
But Kitch was a kind of smutty fella.
It depends on what is your frame of reference.
It depends on your mind.
Yeah, like you see your mind, so yeah, you will see smart.
No, at some way there, it was a little risky.
You find so? But people feel Calypsonians all they do is sing smart, especially the old bards. But they had some serious love songs. That's serious love songs. And there's one of my favorites is one by Sparrow called Sandra. Maybe it's because my first girlfriend is named Sandra, and when she leave me, I feel like how Sparrow was singing it. Yeah. You ever had a girlfriend named Sandra? Stay away from all Sandras. You don't want no girlfriend named Sandra. All right. Now, for those of you at home, well, all you are here with me, so all you're not here. So, as you listen to this song, I want you to sing, right? For the men, I want you to sing one thing. Keep it going. For the men, I want you to sing this. Sandra. Women. Sandra. Let me do that one more time, Let me do that one more time. So for the men, Sandra. Hear that again, Sandra. Women, Sandra. One more time for the women, One more time. Sandra. Nice. Let's begin. Woman, come back home to me. Don't stay by your family. Can't stand this torment and misery. Without you, my life is too hard. Night and day I'm sad. Sandra, honey bunch, I miss you too bad. Sandra, where are you tonight, I wonder, Sandra? Absence makes the heart grow fonder, Sandra. No, don't leave me no longer to suffer. Let's go! hold me tight, nobody to treat me right. Me alone in one big bed all night, only tossing to and fro, biting me pillow. Sandra, darling, why did you have to go? Sandra, where are you tonight? I wonder, Sandra. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, Sandra. No, 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 don't leave me no longer to suffer. Pa 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 da 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 da. Yeah. 2 months now I'm worrying, all I'm doing is drinking. Since you leave me, I ain't eat a thing. I've been to doctors all about east, west, north and south. Only your remedy could straighten me out. Sandra, where are you tonight? I wonder, Sandra. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, Sandra. No, 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 don't leave me no longer to suffer. Sandra, where are you tonight? I wonder, Sandra. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. No, don't leave me no longer to suffer. Go, one more time. Sandra, where are you tonight? I wonder, Sandra. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, Sandra. No, 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 don't leave me no longer to suffer. Hey. Kenny Dice at the banker song. It's one of the few Tabanka Kaisos it has.
And you sang it in the zone of Tabankarism.
Yeah, that is that fool. So I tell you, stay away from Sandra, boy. You don't want nobody wrong with him, Sandra. Hey, you don't want no Sandra, boy. You understand? I hope your girlfriend named Sandra. You all right? You good? Nice.
Mr. Bereaux,
yeah.
in your discourse here right now with the people, please tell them to go to Fund Me TNT and contribute. If you working, they should be working. You know, just
right, yeah. Or you go to Fund Me TNT and Lego some dust.
yeah, some scrums according to Tony P.
Yeah, Fund Me
Scrums.
TNT, Fund Me TNT. So yeah, you can do that in the meantime. You understand why we get the next song ready? Because you see, where we want to go is to go through. They say the history of our people can be mapped in the songs of the day. And there are very many calypsos that are time-stamps throughout history. And the next song that we're about to do really does attest to that fact, because in 1966, they catch a priest playing mass. And in 1967, Dillery Scott, the mighty cipher, did this song, and he won the Calypso King title. That was 1967. Yeah? For those of you who know it, sing along. Yeah! Boy! Last Carnival, you're talking about Bacchanal. Last Carnival, you're talking about Bacchanal. Some people from Dabadi, all of them the same family. Mildred threw rum inside a glass and hand she sister while playing and shouting, if the priest could play, who is we? And I from Dabadi, if the priest could play, who is we? I don't care who's he, if the priest could play, who is we? You're talking about Bacchanal, if the priest could play, who is we? I mean for the carnival, if the priest could play, who is we? Yeah, I's a mass man, a real mass man. Oh, people had a law never to play mass before. But since they see the priest play, they decide to break away. These girls in the tight pants had the whole public in trance. The brother wearing the sister dress with 2 orange tie upon each chest, singing, if the priest could play, who is we? I from Dabadi. If the priest could play, who is we? I don't care who see. If the priest could play, who is we? You're talking about Bacchanal. If the priest could play, I mean for the carnival. If the priest could play, oh. What made the band first class? Every man play a different mass. Some playing police and thief, some playing arrest the priest. A fella they call Joe Goat, he tie his neck with a pong of rope. He lay down on the ground and close his eye. How you know he playing commit suicide, singing, if the priest could play, who is we? I from Dabadi. If the priest could play, who is we? I don't care who see. If the priest could play, who is we? They're talking about Bacchanal. If the priest could play, who is we? Yeah, I mean for the carnival. Oh, it's a mass man. Oh. Tuesday afternoon, they start with bottle and spoon. If you hear them coming down, tilly-ling, man, the rhythm strong. The leader of the band, he began to whine, wearing a pants without no behind. He says, since I born, I ain't play no mass, and who don't like it could kiss me face. If the priest could play, who is we? I from Dabadi. If the priest could play, who is we? I don't care who see. If the priest could play, who is we? You're talking about Bacchanal. If the priest could play, who is we? Hey, go Silvo! Woo. Can you hear that horn line there? That's from back in the day, you know. If the priest could play, who is we? I from Dabadi. If the priest could play, who is we? I don't care who see. If the priest could play, who is we? You're talking about Bacchanal. If the priest could play, who is we? Hey, I mean for the carny. Oh yes. If the priest could play, who is we?
Wow, wow. You see that horn line come from back in the day. The horn man too. That's my partner. Alto Di Coto, you know, that's my partner.
Yeah, as you do that, let me introduce the members of the band.
Before you do that, just let people know we had 14% of our quota. That's all I'm saying. We had 14%. You know what you have to do. Let me just say thanks to Mr. Wayne Lawton, Mr. Alfred Rudder, Jr., Claudius Fabian, Karen Turner, Gwyneth LaRock, Steve Thomas, Jennifer Nurse, Dave Campbell, and Dave Villafana. Thank you all so much for supporting the art form, supporting the work that we do. We're bringing it to you, so, you know, your contributions are very well appreciated. And remember the decor. I'm not going to my thing voice. The decor is courtesy Bright Ideas at 14 Premier Street, Marabella, where you can get everything you need for your home. Flowers, ornaments, appliances, household items, chandeliers, and many more. And coming soon, our very own supermarket on the ground floor. Bright Ideas. Right. That's the radio part of meeting. So, Introduce your band, please. Sorry, I cut you. My humblest apologies for
That's all right, that's all right, that's all right. This is for a worthy cause. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce members of the band. It's James Fenton on the cajon. Did I pronounce that correctly? Cajon.
It's not Cajun. It's cajon. Okay. I thought it was a Cajun.
The very special Marvin Newton on guitar. Yes. Sylvan Sylvester.
Otherwise known as Alto di Coto. That's my name for years.
Nice. So, moving forward, we want to share something very special. One that, growing up, you always hear people singing it, and you don't know exactly what the song is about. You know, but as you get older, you begin to realize, as comments that we get so very, very often. And this is one for me, personally. I didn't know what this was about. And maybe I still don't. But let's share it, and maybe you do know what it's about. The question is, however, is the lead character in this story a man or a woman? Many people didn't know. Go! Good morning, Miss Santa, living here. Yes, it's me. A woman from St. James report to me that you thief she man from she. And as a police, it's my bungful duty to charge you for larceny. You see, Santa take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. She really take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. Go! The day of the case she plead guilty and everything was easy. She say I really pick up this man last Friday, as he said he ain't got nobody. But when I find out he's so stupid, I cut the rope, he should have gone already. You see, she really take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. Santa take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. Let's go! One more time, Silvo! The magistrate asked him man what he have to say before passing sentence on Santa. He says Santa told me I have a light on me and come up over she would bathe me. After the bath she give me a put, and from then I don't know my head from my foot. You see, Santa take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen over. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. She really take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen over. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. Go! Yeah! The court start to cry like all of them in pain. Some say she addled the man brain. The magistrate said, young man, I'm waiting on you. Tell me what you intend to do. He says, Santa, time in move on so long. I get accustomed to the grass on the ground. Boot for boot, I'm going up there. because I really can't get away. You see, Santa take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Yeah, yeah. Sun and rain, wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. Santa take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Yeah, yeah. Sun and rain, wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. Let's go! Hey, hey. Sing this song. Santa take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Hey, hey. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. Once more. Santa take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Hey, hey. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella. Woo. Santa take a big man from St. James and time like a Cohen mover. Hey, hey. Sun and rain wetting the man and he can't get away, poor fella.
Tune, sir. Tune, sir. I still don't know what the song about, but tune. Tune.
Necromancy, boy.
Oh, okay.
That is.
I wouldn't understand that.
Yeah, it's Obia for love.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So remember, Decor, sponsored by Bright Ideas, and the Palms by Miss Ann Donowa. She said, man, note, the Palms by Miss Ann Donowa. So, remember, please, we have wines for Mother's Day. The wines, the name of the wines is YNEZ. It is pronounced wines. Whole time yesterday I was saying Inez, all kind of thing is wines. Okay? Or they don't even understand the people high-tech thing. So Mr. Bereaux, talk to me.
What I tell you, boy?
You enjoy doing this?
Yes, I enjoy doing it. The musicians enjoy doing it. We just love vintage Kaiso.
You know, I have one complaint.
What is the complaint? You always have complaints.
Of course. The guitarist has to leave the guitar. Okay? We have a deal.
I not getting involved in that. Include me out of that. Right? Two all will discuss that.
Oh, God.
So we have this question, right? And this song really needs no introduction. So I will just simply ask the question. The question is asked, if you had your life to live over, if you had to do it all again, would you want to be the same person? Adopting the same routines over and over? Or would you want to be someone or something else? And more importantly, if so, why? That's not a question you should attempt to answer. Just listen to the song. Yes, I heard when you die after burial, you have to come back as some insect or animal. Yes, I heard when you die after burial, you have to come back as some insect or animal. Well, if it's so, I don't want to be a monkey, neither a sheep, a goat or donkey. My brother say he want to come back a hog, not spoiler. I want to be a bed bug, just because I'm going to bite them young ladies' partner like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know your tin, don't be in a fright. It's only big fat women are going to buy. Sing it out, boys. I wanna fall. Yes, this is the spoiler. What would you like to be? I asked Mr. Ross. He said he'll beg the devil to turn him a horse. I asked another fella they call Lawrence. He said that he want to be a big black wood and stay too foolish. When you turn a horse, you have to carry people load, get licks from your boss. And the wood dance is all wood you had to eat. But as a bed bug a bite in the human meat. That is why I'm going to bite them young ladies' partner like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know your tin don't be in a fright, it's only big fat women are going to buy. Sing it out, boys. I wanna fall. Yes, I want you believe it, so help me bless. I'll be a different kind of bedbug from all the rest. I am biting no ordinary people. You have to be quite social and respectable, such as female doctors and barristers, duchesses, princesses with nice figures. And when I bite them, friends are going and boast, and are calling myself King Bedbug the First. I'm going to bite them young ladies' partner like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know your tin don't be in a fright, it's only big fat women are going to buy. Go! Yes, I know some husbands, how they fast and fresh. They will be waiting on the spoiler to bite the flesh. But I wouldn't bite a man if you kill me dead. Not as long as the opposite sex on the bed. Biting a man, I might break my teeth. Do a bed bug man skin harder than concrete? If a bug bite a man, the result is bad. Man foot have too much hair and they leg too hard. That is why I'm going to bite them young, like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know your tin don't be in a fright, it's only big fat women are going to buy. Sing it out, boys. I wanna fall. Yes, this is a spoiler. Sing this song, I'm going to bite them young ladies' partner like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know your tin don't be in a fright, it's only big fat women are going to bite. Sing it out, boys. Yes, it is a spoiler. I wanna fall. I'm going to bite them young ladies' partner like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know your tin don't be in a fright, it's only big fat women are going to buy. I'm going to bite them young ladies' partner like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know your tin don't be in a fright, it's only big fat women are one more time, I'm going to bite them young ladies' partner like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know your tin don't be in a fright, it's only big fat women are going to bite. Hi-ya.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That's your war cry. Who war cry is that?
Me and you know. Scrunter.
Yes.
Yeah. He's the first person.
First
yes.
and then
but it just
and
fits
then
nice with vintage Kaiso.
Of course.
I just love it.
Yeah.
We have time for one more?
Yeah, we remember we only had 20%, and I don't understand. All this beautiful vintage you're getting here. You understand? All the freakalicos, you know, this is it's free for you. You know, it's not free for us. It's free for you. So do what you got to do. All right?
Nice.
Okay, go through hard.
Nice. So this is a song that personally I like it very, very much because of how it was put together. And it's actually one of the more difficult songs that I've had to learn over the years. It's not the most difficult, but it was one of the most difficult. It's done by a fellow called Spitfire. It speaks of a postman and his delivery of letters. You understand? So we're going to share this with you now. I hope you get the message. Run it. I can make the grade, morning, noon, or night, I get in the blade. Don't doubt me, I can't make the grade. Morning, noon, or night, I get in the bed. Well, believe me, friends, I'm feeling the pinch because a postman is hitting me in the clinch. That man is really torturing my life, only distributing letters to my wife. And every morning is post, post, another letter for Thelma. Trouble for the mighty Spitfire. Post, post, another letter for Thelma. The jury gon' try me for murder. Post. I went out to labor one day, down we are working at the river. So I draft out a plan and I use that trick. I tell my boss, well, I'm going home, I'm feeling sick. When I reach home in the day, I pass in the front. So I went in the bedroom and started to hunt. But the postman was so smarter than me. You know, he dropped the letters in my lavatory and he bawling. Post, post, another letter. Trouble for the mighty Spitfire. Every morning with a hamsucker letter. Ba-da, 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 ba. The man of my life so miserable. In my own house I can't feel comfortable. So I made a complaint to the PMG. And this was the advice he gave to me. He says, Spitty boy, do not hesitate. You better put a letterbox right in front your gate. Next day when I reach home, look and nearly dead. I meet a whole post office on top my bed. He's still bawling, post, post. Trouble for the mighty Spitfire. The jury gon' try me for murder with post, post, another letter for Thelma. That man is a crook. Now he even dropping letters for me cook. And the thing that have me going mad, I hear that my daughter's getting postcard. Well, believe me, friends, I had to surrender. So then I threw in the sponge for the young fella because he threatened me and all I must have a care. If I don't break for myself, I go get my share. He's still bawling, post, post. Trouble for the mighty Spitfire. The jury gon' try me for murder with. Every morning with a hamsucker letter. I don't know what to do with this fella. Post, post. The jury gon' try me for murder. Bye. La da ba da ba da ba da. Post, post, another letter for Thelma. 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 This is one of the songs. This is one of the songs. And when you listen to it, you could get more than one meaning, Kenny. Nice. La, la, la. Nice. Let's go back to the ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to do a very special introduction. Members of the band, one more time. James Fenton on the cajon. Give me something on the cajon. Let me hear on the cajon. It's a very special instrument. It's not a normal instrument because when you play, there's a kind of shh. And yeah. I don't know if you're hearing the shh. Yeah? Very special instrument. He's the only person I know playing a cajon. He's the first person who has introduced me to a cajon. There's Marva Newton. Very special Marva Newton. She is a very special musician. And we're vintage calypsos and jazz. She's a very accomplished jazz musician as well. I don't know if you notice in between the vintage chords, you're hearing a little jazz something coming in. You understand? Yeah, it's lovely. It's very special. Very, very special. And of course, thanks, Kenny. Thank you. And of course, Sylvan Sylvester, whom Kenny says is old like the hills. But that is a testimony to his experience and prowess on the sax. And that's why you can hear that old-time lines coming in. Of course. Sylvan, give me a little blow. Blow something. Hear me? Yes. Yes. He has experienced a very special era of Calypso that time in the 1960s when Calypso could have gone anywhere. You know, and then Shorty come and he say, well, soca is it? Yeah, so Sylvan was part of that. All right. So we end as we began, and in a tribute to the bards of yesteryear. And one of the bards of yesteryear, the one revered in the extempo era, was the Lord Executor, Philip Garcia. And I want to pay special tribute to him right now. It is said that he moved Calypso from 4 lines to 8 lines in the extempo. So when people were doing call and response and doing 2 and 4 lines, he brought it to 8 lines. Here's a tribute to Attila. Calypsonians will come, Calypsonians have gone, but his name forever lives on. Calypsonians will come, Calypsonians have gone, but his name forever lives on. Turn through the pages of history, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. Executor was a warrior, Executor was a terror, he was a boss in the Reminer. Hear what he sang, malaria. Epidemic in the land, city council give the command, malaria. Epidemic in the land, city council give the command. It was given to the rich and poor. Put your rubbish before your door. Belmont disgrace, and Woodbrook second place, anti-humanity. Well, in the year 1925, when Gory took Olga's corrupted life, 11 o'clock, we heard the shocking news. The whole town was confused. That very night, they had a competition to prove who was the champion Calypsonian. Executor took the occasion. He was a sensation as the leading Calypsonian. Hear what he sang. Was it madness or jealousy that caused the St. James tragedy? Was it madness or jealousy that caused the St. James tragedy? Armed with a dagger, a razor and knife, Gory took Olga's corrupted life. For his cruelty, he must pay the penalty. Anti-humanity. Malaria, epidemic in the land, city council gave the command. Malaria, epidemic in the land, city council gave the command. It was given to the rich and poor. Put your rubbish before your door. Belmont disgrace, and Woodbrook second place, anti-humanity. Go! Well, in the year 1934, I'm sure no one here cannot ignore, we had quite a few tragedies. In January and February, around 7:30, one night, a man blew off his head with a dynamite, and at night, the whole tent applaud. He sang the tragedies of 1934. Hear me, the new year has opened as far as I see, with lots of crimes and catastrophe. The new year has opened as far as I see, with lots of crimes and catastrophe. A motor car crash, a little boy getting mashed, a woman lost her life in a razor slash. The dynamite roar, the tragedies of 1934. Anti-humanity. Malaria, epidemic in the land, city council give the command. Malaria, epidemic in the land, city council give the command. It was given to the rich and poor. Put your rubbish before your door. Belmont disgrace, and Woodbrook second place, anti-humanity. Hiya! This Calypsonian's name will ever be indelibly remains in my memory. He lived, he died, a true champion, the one and only genius Calypsonian. Let me show you how. He made history in the year 1953. On his dying bed, some guy he went to see and recorded his last melody. So, I don't know how you'll take it, but I know Flanders fields where the poppy grow. I don't know how you'll take it, but I know Flanders fields where the poppy grow, what a beautiful sight to see. Poppies growing in abundance upon the graves of the braves who fought for liberty. Sante Manite, sing it. Malaria, epidemic in the land, city council give the command. Malaria, epidemic in the land, city council give the command. It was given to the rich and poor. Put your rubbish before your door. Belmont disgrace and Woodbrook second place. Sante Manite. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for this opportunity. We do hope you have enjoyed. David Bereaux and Friends at your service. It's Vintage Kaiso time. Kenny, thank you for the opportunity, my friend. We do hope you all enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it half as much as you enjoyed doing it, we enjoyed doing it for you. We all had a good time. The Vintage Calypso Ensemble.
The Vintage Calypso Ensemble. Remind them that what's free for them is not free for us. Okay?
You give them the reminder, Kenny.
What's free for you is not free for us. We are working here. So let's go to fundmetnt.com and according to Tony Prescott, put a little scrums. Show your appreciation. You enjoy the vintage. Show your appreciation. We at 33%, 36%, and it's moving as we talking. You understand? So we thank you very much, Mr. David Bereaux. This is Up Close and Personal with Mr. David Bereaux, exponent of the vintage art form of Calypso. And I hear some jazz calls that I'm bugging me. I'm bugging me.
I see it teasing you. I see it teasing you. You're peeping.
Listen,
I tell you so.
Listen, I'm calling the police. I want the guitar.
Malaria, epidemic in the land, city council give the command. Malaria, epidemic in the land, city council give the command. It was given to the rich and poor. Put your rubbish before your door. Belmont disgrace and Woodbrook second place. Sante Manite.